there was a point where we saw Ice Knight play a Tata, and we knew that winner or loser, one of them played Ned, one of them played Icon. So for all of their cases, they just kind of knew that they were going to have an incredibly difficult matchup no matter what happened. So we're going to get underway right now on our side of things once again. We saw the interview from ANJELLOH a little bit earlier on. He will be playing against JoeCool, who is #1 in his pool. JoeCool's only lost so far this tournament to Raven King's Ike, which Villager Ike is that's just a brutal matchup, as we saw.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no!
only imagine, but
All I hear is the crowd going, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, the crowd, a couple of people super behind ANJELLOH at the moment, especially Lynx over there, going ham at the moment for his buddy, his guy.
Right.
So now we're in this situation where, like, you know, we saw earlier ANJELLOH took what you said was a plus 1.99% chance against Sephiroth. I would say the Villager match is probably equally as hard for Luigi.
Oh, absolutely. We have both really high-end players here. ANJELLOH doing fantastic work with Luigi, who, I believe in this matchup, like, if JoeCool plays as optimally as he does, should not get touched whatsoever. But with how good ANJELLOH has been playing, he'll find a way to get on your shield and get that grab.
Yeah, even without the grabs, too, ANJELLOH's been having such good conversions, not just with, like, forward airs out of everywhere, but just, like, landing neutral airs. If he'll hit you at any kind of low percent, he always seems to know the follow-up really well. So this should be... It's a tough set for him for various reasons. We saw right there the bowling ball as JoeCool times that perfectly to take the first stock. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we are, if I'm not mistaken, we will be kind of swapping. So if you hear some different voices as we go, do not be too surprised. I believe that includes myself as well.
yeah, I think it's everyone on the couch here at this point, but
Yeah.
But
we got to get
we'll
this
go
set
one by
going,
one,
but-
so that is quite all right. As we go, I want to make sure that this set gets the justice it deserves. Both of these players have played so hard. You know, I think both of them playing even a little bit above seeding, above expectations to this point. JoeCool was getting his 1 seed. ANJELLOH got his 1 seed in the pool, so to see them both on winner's side is awesome.
Yeah, especially you saying
Yeah,
justice
it's
with
always fun
JoeCool's
seeing the
tag
1 seed
as
go
well.
for the toss.
Great calling out there.
Yeah, and it's one of those excellent things.
Tagging out.
Yeah, so you have those situations where you've got, you know, absolutely 100%. We've seen both of these players playing well. ANJELLOH, kind of the new blood of the scene. He has made his way, like his mark and his name, especially recently. He's been popping off. JoeCool, one of kind of the OGs of the scene, if you really think about it. He's been around for almost 10 years.
Used to go by Panda Bear, correct?
Panda Bear,
Correct.
Even like pre-COVID, he was around as well. So
Well, he's been around since early 4. He's on like his 10th competitive year. One of the most underrated players in our scene's history by far. One of the people that just, like, he's always been there. He's always a threat to win anytime he shows up. And he's been doing it with a character that is not thought of as one of the stronger characters in the game. Villager just generally, you know, not well represented, kind of considered a lower tier. And it is very volatile.
I'll be heading
the
out.
matchups
See you guys
he gets.
later.
Right. And he does such a good job with the slingshot, just spacing himself, not allowing his opponents to get in quickly or in a hurry, and forcing them to play at his pace, excuse me, as back air takes that second stock from ANJELLOH.
Yeah, so he's got that little bit of a lead, already getting some extra credit there. But the scary thing is whenever ANJELLOH does get a hit, it can lead to a stock at any percent. 0, 40, 60, 100, doesn't matter. If you can find it with Luigi, it can always be done. So JoeCool has 1 game plan and 1 game plan alone. Keep Luigi away from me.
Yep. I think CEOs would agree about that statement as well.
All right, and there we go. See, he got the grab, so it's an immediate up B. Scary situation now for Villager, because now it's once again that situation.
Ooh.
But he rolls into the tree, approaching the tree in 2025. The nice little conversion off of the Lloyd rocket. Insane. Well done from JoeCool there. But
God.
if it's not taking the stock, no matter how cool it is, you know, you got to make sure that you finish.
All right, looks like I'm out.
All right. That'll do it for Oblivion and Gamma Star. I will be the final one going. I'll probably
Oblivion
stick it
out.
out till
Peace.
the end of this
Just
game.
the most awkward handoff I've ever experienced, but we're doing our best. But yeah,
The back air going to catch, not going to kill, but now Luigi way off stage. JoeCool hits the slingshot, gets the second slingshot.
there's no way he makes this back.
Now he didn't have the jump. He got the jump caught. He needed a misfire on one of those first 2 to survive.
Now we'll do it for game 1, going to JoeCool here.
All right.
Kind of what you'd expect. Just it's so hard for Luigi to make it back in general, but especially against the pellets that Villagers gonna be putting out every single time you're off stage. How do you get in this matchup?
Well, the thing is, and by the way, we swapped out a bunch of commentators. It didn't chop over to us, but we got the Simon couch over here.
You do?
Pretty wild.
Yeah, real quick introduction to everybody before I jump off. I got Pow Pow, that's who you heard a moment ago. Honorary Chicago, he's been supporting us for years. On the other side of things, we got the pair of Simon, Swivel and Weffels will be joining us on that side of things. I'll be hopping off momentarily as we join this game too, so thank you to each and every one of you who's been watching and continues to watch Summit. And good luck to our competitors as we go here. JoeCool up 1-0 as we go.
And thank you for running this.
Yeah, man.
Shout outs your TOs.
Shout out to all the TOs, bro.
They did a lot putting this whole thing together.
So the thing is that I was kind of thinking about is that it's the low percents and oh, he lived. But the low percents and the high percents are both very volatile when it comes to Luigi, but that mid percent is where you kind of get to make your money if your name is JoeCool.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
We got Calvera also hopping on here to complete the group of 4.
That's the word. And the thing is, like, anytime you're off stage as Luigi, you want to recover low against most characters, but against Villagers, you just threaten with that forward smash, you know? So, like, what are you actually supposed to do as soon as you're off stage besides give up?
Yeah. Not only F smash too, but that Nair from Villager is so gross. It's got so many active frames, and he can recover with his own recovery from so far away that like he can just threaten so many stocks the moment you step off the stage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you're gonna probably end up seeing a lot of jump get-ups. Although Luigi's air mobility is nothing good. So you know, getting around all of his pellets, getting around all the projectiles that Joe's gonna be shooting at him, it's gonna be really rough.
Oh,
wow. Just like that, right?
That was
like,
such a good bowling ball there.
Luigi just doesn't have the air mobility to recover anything other than low.
Yeah.
And then that bowling ball, if you don't space it right, if you don't ride the stage properly, is just gonna snipe you.
Yeah, especially like right at the ledge there, like JoeCool knowing the right angle is so huge too, because sometimes it's happened to me several times where I hit it like on ledge and not off stage.
The recently sponsored JoeCool, by the way. I don't know if we talked about that, but the unrivaled, recently sponsored Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Shout out.
And too, like especially with
As of
PS2
yesterday.
as well, where you can't really do the really low under the stage recovery if you're Luigi, because you're just gonna get stuck under the stage.
Yeah.
So I feel like as Luigi, you want to be anywhere else with this stage,
Nice.
but doesn't necessarily matter if you're on stage getting those grabs into the up B. And ANJELLOH still has the solid lead here, and we got more game time chance coming out from the crowd.
I don't know if any of it picks up on the mics, but there's definitely a large group of individuals next to the stage that whenever Angelo does anything, I'm just hearing, oh yeah, in my ear.
I'm hearing game time, which
That's what I'm hearing.
does anyone know
Yeah,
the origin behind the game time chant?
Never
I
heard
don't
that.
know. I wish I knew.
That tree taking the stock, though, super threatening at the ledge in multiple ways. I mean, even just the hitboxes are coming up, but then also, you know, it extends your hitboxes, and then you can even do the thing where you ride the Lloyd into it, jump
Dude, I
off
love
it.
that. It's so funny.
Joe's got so many tricks, man. This is huge right here.
He's also got
game.
patience.
Oh yeah,
oh,
most definitely. Angelo does not though, however, he's just
Speaking of oh yeah.
up airing away like nothing.
Luigi really is just sideways Mario. He just carries you.
Sideways.
Horizontal
like
Mario.
I like that.
Oh,
Oh!
Wow.
He just dared the plant there. That was insane.
This guy hates pottery.
yeah. He's throwing the whole store at him, man. All of Pottery Barn.
And I'm so used to JoeCool
Oh.
playing like off stage,
Oh.
very like on the ledge, away from the opponent, but he's
Yeah.
on stage scrapping a lot in this matchup.
Yeah,
Just
most
to
definitely.
force Angelo off stage and get those edge guards.
It's so hard too because Angelo has been such a progressive player throughout Summit so far, so we're seeing so much life out of him right now, and he's playing so excellent. Like he really does not need to fight that hard for the spot, and that's the back air securing game 2 for Angelo here.
1-1. I was about to mention at that point that Joe got to such high percent that Luigi doesn't actually any confirms outside of maybe down throw back air on DIN. So like, you know, the only way he's gonna take the game right there is from a straight hit, and he got it.
Yeah.
Villager obviously in his uppie is like he could bob and weave, but he has no hitbox, so pretty defenseless as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, and I was talking to I was talking to Angelo like after one of his other sets, or his previous set. He only played once. He was first seed of his gauntlet. And he was talking about, you know, he was feeling kind of shaky. There's so many game times. Jesus!
I can't hear myself think.
I know. But yeah, I mean, he was like, even the game he was playing, it went to game 5. He had to actually reverse 3-0, and he felt like, he said, you know, he was playing kind of shaky, but towards the end, he really like found his footing and started playing a lot more confident. I think in his own words, he's like, yeah, well, there's nothing left to lose, so.
Yeah.
But here we go, off stage in a really tough spot.
my
but
God.
flanking with the bowling
Bro
ball
does
saves his
not
life
care.
there, and now he gets to get back to work on stage with these Luigi combos.
Oh, he misinput it!
That had to have been an up B.
There's
It was
no
up B
way.
or down B.
There's
yeah.
no way. I
Either
was
one.
totally expecting the up B there.
Oh, did he side B?
Can
Yeah.
we go back to him just like bonking his head on the bowling ball and being fine? Like, what is that about?
That's the funny thing about like any projectile, like strong hitting
Oh, we're
attack.
just chopping the tree.
Oh yeah, it still has projectile properties,
Oh,
so any hitbox
yeah.
will beat it, but the hitbox has to hit it.
It was so unfortunate because although we saw such great stalling there from Angelo with the recovery, he was just unable to avoid the bowling ball there, and that was really just his demise.
Yeah. Why does Villager have a wall jump?
Because he's floaty, I guess? I have no idea.
I think about the fact that like he can't even like wall
Oh
jump
my
in
goodness.
like when you think about Animal Crossing too, it's just this
Yeah.
very flat
Yeah.
game.
I'm
like,
trying to come
you
up with
can't
something
even
that makes
jump in
sense.
that game. You have to pole vault over the river.
There is no wall.
What
Ooh,
constitutes
okay.
game time? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
So
I
when
don't-
is it game
I'm
time?
going to start saying game time at the end of this set.
Oh, man.
I'm
All I know is-
Wisconsinite, so I just think of game time from Damian Lillard on the Milwaukee Bucks every time I hear it.
All I know is if he gets a grab, it's game time.
It is. I
It's
think
game
that's
time.
game time,
Okay.
100%.
I didn't-
Maybe that's what the trigger is here.
Oh,
gonna
it's
be
game time. That wasn't a grab, but still.
The problem is they go for game time anytime he does anything.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like that should just be
I'm
when he
pretty
gets
sure they
the
went
grab.
game time as soon as it said go.
They counted down. They said 3, 2,
3, 2,
1,
1
go.
game
They're
time.
really into it. Like, I just want to stress
All at the Luigi time. Yeah. The thing is, Luigi from long range can really only threaten with Zaire, and even that has some style. He has to jump first, obviously. Joe has so many tools, you know, even just dash attack. Oh,
What?
And that's the benefit of having a stage like this. Yes, this is Joe's counter pick, but Luigi can go like underneath the stage to avoid those bowling balls, and it saved Angelo's life there, and he gets to hold on to the second stock. Ooh.
I wonder if Angelo's banning. Ooh, nice
Great
grab there.
chase.
I'm curious what the bans were. Maybe he banned Kalos because he can't go under like that. Villager loves that, being able, because like that kind of avoidance right there is not possible on Kalos with the walls.
He also knows that JoeCool loves Kingdom Hearts, so he may have baited him into the Kingdom Hearts music counter pick.
The
But-
music counter pick does matter.
Ooh, take
It
that.
does
That's
matter.
yours.
But regardless, I mean, it's a small stage for Villager. It gets Luigi off stage easier. So I imagine that was probably the thought process here. Smash was banned, but right now, Angelo making the absolute most of this counter pick. That is Joe's counter pick. He has his second stock here. Holding on to the center stage really well, but finally gets knocked off.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep him out. I mean. Oh,
What?
bonk your head. That's
The
how it
clanks
works,
are
man.
crazy.
How does that even work? You're
So,
telling me.
Big ass head.
It's because there's a lot of nice up tilt. That move got buffed, bro.
Does he just have like
It's
iron in his
intense.
head? Like, what?
It's
much, yeah.
because the bowling ball is considered a projectile,
Yeah.
so it automatically
Oh.
loses to any normal hitbox.
That's
Yep.
so insane to me. I completely forgot
Also-
that you can
also
like
Luigi-
pocket that thing too.
Yeah.
Which makes
Oh,
sense
yeah.
because that move could kill you at like 60%, so
Yeah.
it better be true.
Luigi's side B also has a ton of priority on it, and that also is probably why it just beats it
Yeah,
up.
it's got a decent disjoint. Oh,
'Cause, like,
didn't B reverse.
No down smash? Okay. That's a grab. Humble
Probably
grab.
going for the extension on the
just
platform there.
Poor
Humble
Villager, man.
19%.
You look at it. Angelus is able to run through the Lloyd. Poor Villager. You can, of course, run through. There is no hitbox until it starts moving. There is a
Oh,
hitbox
big
that comes out.
grab.
That's not. Oh, yeah.
He has the right DI.
Oh,
yeah, should
man.
live that. Pretty high ceiling here. Pretty sure.
There's an explosion hitbox that comes out on frame 1
no.
of the Lloyd.
Yeah.
Other than that, it doesn't have a hitbox.
Only if you like actually destroy the Lloyd.
Yeah.
which
Well,
is
I
why-
think if you're just there when it spawns.
I think you have to hit it with a hitbox. I think that's why you see like JoeCool
It's
like
only frame 1
throw it
though.
all out. Yeah, it's like right at the start of it.
But here, setting up this edge guard scenario, just piling on this damage.
Wow.
That up smash going to come out
Same
of
time.
nowhere on the roll-in. That's going to find its mark, and now Angelo up 2-1 in the set here.
There was such a big gap. Like, how large is that up smash compared to Mario's? Because you guys know like how big Mario's is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it about the same size? Does anyone know?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
in the set he played earlier, it hit from pretty far.
Wow.
If we were learning anything about Luigi, it's that he's got a big ass head.
That's like about like one Jigglypuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Maybe
measuring by
1.5.
Jigglypuff. There's
maybe
one
a
back here
Kirby.
I
somewhere.
don't know. Look at- Yeah, right there.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, that's-
Oh,
not
back
on the
there.
table.
That's a big
Oh wait, there's a
Jigglypuff
Kirby.
plushie, too.
Yeah.
There's a
More or
Kirby.
less.
Yeah.
Around there.
It's
all
pretty
right.
close.
Alright. You just had a second Snorlax added to
Yeah.
the couch.
Don't talk
A
to me
second
or my son
Snorlax has
again.
hit the couch.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Okay.
anyways, game 4.
I really felt like the stage layout played a huge factor in that second game. There were so many times, or third game, where Angelo was able to go underneath the stage just a little bit more to get those up Bs off so those bowling balls didn't find their spot, find their mark. So I'm surprised we're back here for game number 4?
Yeah. He can count.
I believe I said game number 4 initially when I was starting that, but I meant game number 3.
It doesn't
yeah.
actually matter what game it is. All that matters is that it's game time.
All that matters is that Angelo is up 2 games to 1 right now, trying to close it off and advance to winter semis.
Man, Joe getting really lucky with the turnip count. Like,
Oh, yeah,
every
most
turn
definitely.
it's been 3. Yeah.
Yeah, especially like when he needs it to, like in those
Yeah.
dire situations. And I've even noticed so many spikes we saw yesterday or even today. He's gotten those triple turnips exactly where it matters. Oh no. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Great
on
recovery.
this
That's
stage,
the
you can
stage.
just ride the stage.
Yeah.
I'm certain Callus is banned. I'm like,
Hollow Bastion's hollow underneath. You got room to work that
Hollow
up B.
Bastion, I get it.
Oh, wait, it's Hollow.
Oh, you're saying it wasn't
What?
dense Bastion?
What?
It wasn't thick Bastion.
Then what's the point? Big ledge trap here. I'm just going to plant a tree for him, actually, and walk away. Damn!
He's been doing that a lot where like he'll plant the tree, he'll kind of like skirt away.
Oh!
Yeah.
Just to,
Oh, what
like
a
create
tech.
distance, but just barely
Why is-
living that there.
Why is that techable?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
axe.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna take an axe to the face, unfortunately.
Yeah, I love that move.
But
Brain
yeah,
trap there.
yeah.
And now Joe just trying to hold on to this lead, try to force this game 5. Angelo, we've seen how he can really make something out of nothing when he gets just the right hit on offense.
Oh, try to go for the trump, but a little early. Actually, I think he just buffered an option. That down B's huge. Not going to find him the stock, though. There's not a lot of options here in terms of combos that could find him the stock.
It's also like, at this percent, you get pretty telegraphed when it comes to Luigi. You can pretty much only get a kill confirm off a grab at this point. Maybe like a down tilt or like a Zaire back air, that's a thing too, you know? But
Looking for that back air
he's
now.
pretty much only getting anything off of Zaire or grab, you know, at this point. Gotta find your opening.
Which finding a grab on JoeCool is much easier said than done.
There's
Yeah,
always a
most
projectile
definitely.
out, so like your grab might even break.
Even then, like with Tree just being present on stage is so threatening because we saw during that whole like minimal 10-second interaction, Tree just being there, Angel did not want to approach. He knows
yeah.
the game and he knows it. I do not want to get caught by that Tree or Axe again.
Wow, love that. Called out the drift back on that short hop. Just full sent it with that up smash.
Turnaround up smash too is so cool.
Yeah. With that noggin in there.
It's game time, bro. What can I say? He's ready.
It is game time.
It is.
The game times got real quiet. Anyone else notice that? They haven't happened for a while.
Joe's up, man.
Oh,
So
man,
what? So what happened to game time?
He like got up to 1, they're like, yeah, he's got this. They just got like real comfy.
Well, when he gets this grab, it's going to go crazy.
I can't believe he needed that.
Ooh, that was still active there.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
needed to air dodge that.
I literally remember that happened last night. Someone had ran into the tree growing hitbox. They just don't know.
It's so
They
funny.
don't know.
The thing just sitting still and it just blows you up. Like, hello?
It should.
Uh-oh, game
It's like-
time?
I think there's 2 factors that were like Panda hasn't necessarily been the. Whoa!
So
the
why
trade!
that? Why that time?
Is it because the bowling ball hadn't
It was
dropped
already
yet?
had
Yeah,
dropped,
he
but it
dropped
hit
It
Joe.
was like a trade at the
They-
perfect time
Oh
where
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
hitbox of the side B
it
hit Joe.
hit him while
then
it was
the
being
bowling ball
dropped.
dropped.
So
That's
then
crazy.
the
broke his
hitbox on the
arms.
side B was no longer active.
He broke his arms and he dropped the ball.
Oh,
got him.
man.
Is he making this back?
This
Got it
ledge
done.
trap
Is-
game is
oh.
so good right now.
Panda's
Yeah.
ledge track has been
Oh.
immaculate.
Yeah.
Only
Just a humble forward tilt.
Oh. I especially love that, like, retreating Lloyd Rocket into the turnip, like, going back to stage. That is such a smart idea because JoeCool is getting so much coverage off of that.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I thought there
surprised
was
he
a
didn't
shield
axe.
break set up.
I-
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
So
usually
close
that.
there.
Oh, wait.
Axe.
Ooh.
Oh.
Getting past all the tricks.
Oh, it was almost game time.
It's almost game time.
Oh!
Still-
Stick, still alive.
he's
It's
alive.
still
Okay.
game time.
Game time? No.
Oh, could have
Oh.
been there, I think.
Guys, you also have to remember that Ando has 2 stocks he has to find his way through in this
Yeah.
game 4.
Yeah,
It
So
might be game time, though.
But
Which-
when it's game time, it's game time.
If only there
it's
was.
actually game
If only there was. Never
yeah,
mind.
that's,
Game over.
That's,
Game
that's-
over.
No game time. No game time.
Damn.
And like,
Yo, let's
when,
go, Joe.
When Joe gets a lead that big, you are not winning.
Yeah.
If
9
only there
times
was
out of
some
10.
sort of Luigi 0 to death that could 0 to death this stock.
If only there was game time.
Actually, I mean, he had so much rage. I don't even know if he could have done like the optimal route and actually
On
taken
some
the stock.
characters, rage helps, and on some characters,
Yeah.
it hurts you. So
And that faultier nature 2-1 villager on top of the rage, so it's and you
Yeah.
have to deal often with like the tree in the way and the nair, so I don't think you're probably getting that off there.
No, it's tough.
Shout out to JoeCool for doing it with this character for this whole time, too.
yeah.
This character is not easy to succeed
This character
with.
is not good.
Yeah, I mean, he makes him look really good, though.
Yeah, exactly. And that's I think that is like the best part of like the mid-tier, low-tier characters is that you get to see such amazing reps that know the character in and out. And especially like Piranha Plant, for example, has like a great rep. And it's just like even those characters where you think they don't have the potential, there's players that bring that vision to life, and it's so good to watch.
Like Lucky.
I think it's
Exactly,
every
yeah,
character in this game has like some cheese factor or like some ridiculous combo that kills you at 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like everyone's high tier.
And for us old heads like me, that back to Smash 4 where Panda played like this even when Villager like had a better advantage state.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
like,
Panda used to play Fox too.
in Smash 4.
In previous games, we were
He
talking
played
about.
older.
We were talking. Oh no, in previous games since PM.
Oh, PM.
Oh, hold on,
But
game time?
either way,
Oh my
okay,
God.
just
Oh, no.
barely surviving that.
Oh man, no follow-up though.
These are weird uppy punishes from JoeCool, honestly. He hasn't been getting a lot out of them.
Yeah, Panda's been in this scene for like 11 years or something.
A long, long time. He's like a young old head.
Yeah,
if that
like
makes
young
sense.
old
where
No,
he's, like,
so
Oh my God.
still.
Unlucky not getting the spike hitbox.
Yeah, one turnip. You know, you guys cursed it. You said he got turnips right when he needed. He got one turnip there.
It's game time, bro. Okay, he's gonna get it.
That's
He's gonna
not
get
why.
it.
My apologies.
The game time is overpowering the
Right.
the
Well, what
lucky.
if, what if it's
Stock
Joe's
prices
game
or
time?
whatever.
What if it's time for Joe's game?
It might be game time. It's gonna be game time for someone. Whoever
Somebody's
gets his first
gaming.
stock here.
Yeah, he's gaming right now. He's got a
Look at
good
the
lead.
The thing
They're-
is,
they're
this is like
pressing
prime cheese percent for Luigi too.
But this is also
Yeah.
where Panda thrives.
Cheese percent.
Oh!
We
barely
live
living
those.
that.
Those are too heavy.
It's
That's
not game
crazy.
time.
Even with a little bit of rage.
Let's
Panda
go, Joe.
can play this game where he will just not interact. He will chip away from you from halfway across the stage while he sits firmly with his back to the ledge.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like when I was watching him fight Raven King, it's like
Ooh.
Raven King would always counterpick to the longer stages.
What?
Wow, that missed.
How did that miss?
Oh,
Okay.
man.
But yeah, like Raven King would always counterpick to the longer stages, and JoeCool would counterpick to the smaller stages, which you think would be opposite, but it's just because he's going ledge to ledge. Like he
Yep.
only wants to play at the ledge. So when you make that distance longer, it's like harder for him to do
Yeah.
that play
Can't get those
style.
edge guard opportunities as readily either.
Yeah, same with that.
I think it's really interesting to look at what Joe does between stocks as well. He's like chops down a tree, tries to find a wood chip.
Oh,
You know,
man.
or it's like a lot of characters, you know, like Mega Man will drop Metal Blade, like Peach looks for turnips, like Villager just gardens between stocks. He's out here tending
He's
to
helping the
his home.
environment, bro.
Yeah. Trying to improve our oxygen.
For sure.
JoeCool, good guy, environmentalist. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic back air. Calling out that fade back.
Nice back here.
Nice. Look, I worked around it. I tried to. Oh, I found
We
my
did
way
it, we
around
did
it.
it.
We gotta get like we gotta get a tally mark going for every time someone says nice back here.
I think that's the first time ever on
No, nice back
commentary
air.
where someone said nice back air.
Nice what?
I can check that off the list.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Wow. Say that again.
Ooh. Yo,
What? I was just saying it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Joe is mixing right now, man.
It was,
I
it was
like
a
his
great
double
back
nairs,
here.
too.
Fantastic back air.
Oh man.
All right.
Anyways,
It was a good back there, though.
it was a good.
I mean, it was all right.
Panda might need to find one more really nice back air here to seal out this second stock. We got Angela at over 100%.
We are not trying to
completely
interact
fresh
with
from
the weed.
JoeCool right now with no percent taken
Yeah.
here.
Oh wow.
Up
I got
smash
back.
you!
Dude, he ran
It's game
forward.
time!
That was an insane play. He ran forward and then like skidded back,
Wait, this
realized like, oh my god, he might roll in, and then like called it out with the down smash. Joe's been
You can't
on
get too
point.
comfortable, though. You can't get too comfortable. Luigi could just eviscerate your stock instantly.
Oh, wait.
Exhibit A, it might be game time.
Oh,
Oh, it's
that
not!
Nair breaking him out of that combo.
Yeah,
And we're back to our regularly scheduled program.
yeah.
Neutral.
Just keep the Italian man away.
It feels like JoeCool is locking into the JoeCool mode now. He spent a lot of the earlier part of the set somewhat scrapping in neutral, and now he is fully committed to playing this. I'm across the whole stage, and you have to find the counterplay to get in and get damage on me.
Yeah.
It's game 5. It's game time.
I thought you were gonna say game time.
I had to tie it back. I had to.
Yeah.
Joe's kind of running away with this, though. He just has to chip away with these little pellets, you know? Ooh, give me that.
It's also, as you said, Pow Pow, like, we're seeing that advantage state now from JoeCool, so of course now the gameplay has changed up and he's
Oh.
turning the gears around, but he might have to think faster.
game
and Angelo
time!
secures the stock.
Oh,
but
no.
no,
Oh my
grab
goodness.
again.
Went so
Oh.
far in front of him.
Also, Joe playing in the corner makes it so much harder to get these kills off the grab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True. With a good SDI, you can just get off the stage immediately.
Yeah, Joe likes to do a lot of like run off and jump back with an aerial.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not gonna get grabbed out
Oh,
of
prep
that.
off the...
Lamau, dude. Shot his ankle.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, I thought that
No
tree was
fear.
gonna hit him. Ain't no way you just ran past that. He has no fear.
Absolutely none.
He's Luigi.
You're right. You're
He's
right.
Luigi. He's vacuum
He
ghosts.
is the fear.
Yeah.
He's also done a whole stock right now, game
Yeah.
5, where you have to start making something happen here.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Joe
we're
is
gonna start
content to
hearing
just chip
the,
away at
the
this
Animal
percent.
Crossing victory bells.
Yeah.
Bump, bump, bump.
Yeah, you can start
I
hearing
can
the
hear
wind.
it now. Oh, is it an uppie?
No.
We kill him for
Not
this.
finding their mark.
We kill him for this.
Yeah.
Bump,
Up smash
bump,
will
bump.
take it.
That's so insane.
Yeah, it's
And
game time.
It was game time for JoeCool,
Yeah.
and we see the
For
pop
someone.
up there. So
That was a
Great
little mild
stuff.
pop off that I'm used to seeing from Joe.
Oh,
I'm used
well,
to
yeah,
seeing
yeah,
like
yeah.
run out of the room.
Yeah.
Like he should be like already here, like have already like made his way to the podium for the interview.
There was one ignition. I believe it was the one he won, where he ran out basically like of
The whole venue,
yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
I remember. I'm thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
That man is just adorable, bro. Like he is like the epitome of sweetheart. Like he's just ultra teddy bear. I love that.
I feel
Dude.
like an early 20-year-old man wants to be called adorable.
Huh?
Hey, Joe.
Well, let him be the
How
judge
does it
of
feel to be adorable?
I said it though. I'm the one that said it, so it's okay, right? Yo, good stuff, bro. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank
It was
you.
game time.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, that one's a heartbreaker because me and Angelo, we play like a billion sets. He hasn't taken one yet, but like literally all of them are like nail biter 10,000.
That,
you know?
that even makes it more tense because that was a game 5. Have you guys gone game 5 before?
Oh yeah, it's usually
okay.
last game, game 3
Oh
or
my
5.
God.
Oh yeah, it goes the distance. Yeah.
One thing I want to ask you is, it felt like as the set went on, you went more into JoeCool mode, where you were content to play across the whole
yeah.
stage.
I'm-
Because early on in the set, you were scrapping quite a bit. Were you
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, I'm down, now I need to go back to doing what I do best?
Yeah, I always,
Yeah.
since I play really campy, so like at the start of a lot of sets like this, it's like, okay, if I mix it up with like aggression and like things like that, they're not gonna be ready for it, and it kind of worked out, but then I started getting bodied for it, so I had to revert to, staying away
move
from
the mic
Can you
Luigi.
put a little closer?
Oops, sorry,
You're
thanks,
good,
yeah.
you're good.
But yeah, I had to revert to, staying as far away from Luigi as possible, so.
I have a quick question. What's the thing on your shirt
It's a
for like?
4.
It's a 4 on the villager skin that you use.
Yeah, it's a 4.
Okay, yeah. I was
Oh, here
working
we
on
go.
this. I was working on
Waffle's
this.
amazing.
Let's meet a
Wonderful
Picasso
art.
over
Yeah, I was
there.
working on this when Angelo was up 2-0, so I had to change it, but I
Beautiful,
edited it.
yeah.
I put a little villager right
Yeah.
there for you.
It
Yeah.
is not game time.
Yeah, I'm-
No, it's not game time anymore.
But yeah, I'm just so
Yeah, I had to-
ecstatic to just make top 8. That was my goal for this event. I'm so
Thank you.
stoked to,
Yeah.
make that accomplishment. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing my best and, enjoy the
amazing,
event.
man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. You almost had this one shield break set up on the right
Oh,
side.
I know. If I just went for the
Yeah.
axe,
I thought,
it,
yeah, you hit me with
Yeah.
that earlier. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
you know,
literally, yeah.
when you didn't do it, I was like, man, why am
I
I
know.
the one? Why did I get hit by
Bracket
that?
is scary.
You're the guinea pig.
I know.
Real. But yeah.
Yeah. You still played so good, dude. You did not get grabbed as much by the spinning Italian
Yeah.
man, so I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was real. One thing I also want to ask too is we ended up going to Hollow Bastion for a while, and it felt like Angelo was really making the most of the stage layout, where he would get under the stage,
Oh, yeah.
and you drop a bowling ball and it completely miss.
Yeah.
What was the thought process for going to Hollow when that was kind of the counterplay
all
he was
the
relying
all the
on?
villagers just think it's like one of his best stages. I know like the main thing they always say is like you can dash attack off the platform and it like perfectly hits the ledge. It's like beautiful. So I was like, okay, let me just try to edge guard him and take anything like that I can get.
It's not
Whole
the same
kitchen
on
sink.
Smashville.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a little different.
Did he ban Kalos?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I was gonna say bowling balls is free.
Yeah,
there, right?
yeah, for sure. But yeah,
Good stuff, bro.
thanks
Looking
guys.
forward to seeing you later.
Make sure you turn
Yeah,
on the
good
mic
luck
again.
the rest of your match.
Good luck.
Okay.
The